Brand new Toastmasters. What's up? It's your platform partner, your hustling homie. I want to help you out and tell you congratulations if you're a new member and you just joined the organization. If you're looking at me, you're probably saying, this dude looks crazy. What is he wearing? I am crazy. And I'm definitely crazy for some of the reasons or some of the stuff that I'm going to tell you that you can apply in this video that's going to help you get the most out of your Toastmasters experience. So the stuff that I'm about to share with you is not popular. There are many other Toastmasters that will tell you to do the opposite of what I'm telling you, but I'm giving you the experience from after mentoring 20 different Toastmasters, being a district officer, winning speech contests, and just overall being a person that has over 10 years experience, not just as a Toastmaster, working with organizations and showing people how to get the most of their experience in general. You just joined your new club. I'm going to suggest you also join a second club. What? I said join a second club. There's many different reasons, but the primary ones is because you're going to get more opportunities to really get in Toastmasters and exercise those muscles. Now, I don't know what your goal is. You have to define it for yourself. There's these pathways. Everyone comes to Toastmasters for a different reason. I don't know if you're trying to do more leadership, or you're just kind of helping in the background, or if you want to be more of a public speaker and you want to hone in with specific communication styles. But whatever it is that you're trying to do, think of Toastmasters like the gym. You want to do the exercises on where you're weak at, or the way you know you really want to grow, right? Because when you do that, you're going to gain your strength. Toastmasters is the place where you make, it's the learning laboratory. Make the mistakes, get better, get strength, get the support, and keep going, keep growing. Now, when you're in two different clubs, there's a lot, you'll get more evaluations. You'll see that what works in one club when you speak may not work as well in other clubs. Same thing with leadership. You get a bigger picture of what's going on, in addition to get more opportunities to get stage time. Shout out to Darren LaCroix, by the way. He's the Mr. Stage Time himself. All right, so join two clubs. That's the first thing. Give you opportunities to speak. Second is mentors are very, very important. They're very critical. When you're in two different clubs, you'll have two mentors. So you should have a mentor from each club. Subscribe to my page. This is where we show the Toastmasters who really want to get the most out of their experiences how to do that here. Now, when you're getting your two mentors in these two different clubs, have a game plan specifically for when you're going to speak. Don't just, I'm going to wait until I'm comfortable to speak. Don't just wait until the VP of Education asks you to speak. No, work and develop a plan for your first 3 speeches, meaning set dates for your first 3 speeches. You shouldn't wait no more than 3 Toastmasters meetings before you give your first speech. After you've been to at least 3 meetings, you've seen enough speeches to feel comfortable with giving your first speech. You know, I'm an advocate of giving that first speech as soon as possible, really. If you can give it at the very next meeting, do it. Do it with the game plan in mind, doing it so that you can be as sustainable, because you have 2 other dates for your next 2 speeches as well. When it comes to your mentor, you have to be able to talk with this person outside of Toastmasters meetings. That's where all the growth really happens. It's like in the gym. Your muscles don't grow while you're in the gym. They grow when you're outside of the gym. Same thing with Toastmasters. You're going to be growing by the things that you do outside of your club. Get them on the phone, whether you guys do a conference call or whether you guys do a Zoom conference call. That's an app, a video conferencing app, or you guys meet in person. Share your speech with them. Deliver the speech for 7 minutes over the phone if you can. You can talk with your mentor about that. Hey, how's the best way I can prepare for this role? What can I do to be very effective at this? So this is why you want to have that mentor. Mentor isn't just somebody who's just moral support. They also should be someone who can guide you and give you the proper information, or at least lead you to someone who does have that information. So get you a really good mentor. Your club may try to give you somebody. That person may not necessarily have a good personality that meets yours. Feel free to get acquainted with the officers. and be cool enough with them where you can have real candid conversations. That way, if you have any issues, because you will, if you have concerns, you want to let the president or the vice president know. And that's the big reason why a lot of people end up quitting Toastmasters or organizations in general, is because their needs aren't getting met, or you're going through something in your life and you don't know who to tell, so you just disappear. But if you have a relationship with the president or past president, somebody who's in leadership, who you are really comfortable with, that you can trust and speak with off the record, that can really help you out a lot. And also, you want to start keeping a track record of whatever, of your progress. So for me, what I would do, I knew I wanted to just become more confident, become a better salesperson and a better presenter and persuader and a storyteller. So I wrote down, I had a list that said, I rated myself on a scale of 1 to 10. How good was I in these different areas? And each week I would have a goal. My goal would be, I have to speak for at least 10 minutes. And that's a good way to set your goals, is by giving yourself time. Say, I'm gonna speak for 10 minutes. Once I had that, let's say 10-minute per week speaking goal, what gets recorded is going to get rewarded. So if you want the treat, you want to win, you got to start writing this stuff down and being aware of what you're doing, keeping a track record of your success. So create your own folder if you can. I would encourage you to create a YouTube page if you can, specifically for your Toastmasters journey. Even if it's not a public YouTube page, it could be a private page that you just use to record all of your speeches, even if it's just on your phone, even if it's just you're practicing on your phone. So that way, as time goes past, you can always look at yourself and say, man, I've come a long way, or I've gotten worse. And perhaps you can use it in your career later as, hey, here's my portfolio, here's some speeches that I've given. So be sure to know what your expertise is when it comes to speaking. Just talk about something you already know. That's first and foremost. Something you already are great at. If you're a dentist, talk about being a dentist. If you're a person that loves to run marathons, you're an athlete, why you decide to run, why you think it's important to be healthy, the challenges that you faced with being in a marathon, how the mistakes to avoid that you've learned along the way, the mistakes that you made when you first entered your marathon. You know, there's so many different speeches you can develop from things that you